Hello, my name is Gregtech and welcome back my Gregtech New Horizons series. I'm just over by my bees because I found out something I actually didn't realize, and that is we have a speed higher than fastest. I actually didn't know that until I found, or not found, but I can remember where I put this thing. I just sorted that chest. Trinium. I tried to get, well, I'm trying to get Vega bees, and I found blinding on a thing. So I actually didn't know that was a trait this whole time. I could have been having even faster production on my bees. So I'm going to add that to the genetic template and probably add that trait to all my different bees. We'll send that through there. Fortunately, though, it does have a chance of ruining the bee, so that may happen. Let's do. I could have grabbed it out of there, but oh well. So that, need one of those. I may need to switch all the things that are voiding as well, because I'm not sure if that goes by, like, I don't know if it has to be the exact same bee. I think it needs to be the exact same bee for like the AE system to what. I wonder if, you know what I'm thinking, would an OR dictionary thing work on drones? Let's put advanced tooltips on. Bee drone, like, are all the bees, all drones the same? Probably not. Bee drone, maybe? I don't know. That's something to think about. Bee drone. What about, like, just vanilla? Bee princess. I wonder if, yeah, OR dictionary would work better with the drones that we're getting. Well, and technically, the best thing would be to have only one offspring, so we don't actually get any extra drones, but I don't think we're gonna get that too into it, I think. Because that does cause problems if for something like this, where I wanted to add another trait, but if I only have one offspring and the princess accidentally got deleted, I would have issues. So it's kind of good to have extra Lapatrons. So I think I'm just going to leave it. All right, let's just double check. So blinding. Yeah. And then we have yes to everything else. The best temperature. Probably have the longest lifespan would be best. But everything else, I don't know, maybe have some sort of, I could have no, I was gonna say I could have the one that boosts nodes, but I feel like that may break the game if I leave it running too long. That node gets too big. But anyway, just wanted to show that out. I don't know if this is actually gonna get much faster than it already is, but I figured why not put the that blinding trait on. There may be a cap, but anyway, today I want to work towards the void miner. That's the last kind of multi-block that I want to build, and that just popped up. Oh, let's get rid of those. I need to get rid of those. I got those when I was trying to get the Trinium bee, but I'll worry about that in a bit. I'll leave them in my, so I don't forget. We also have the ultimate battery, which, again, like I said, it's a bit obsolete at this point in the pack, which is a bit sad, because we only get one UV volt out of that, and obviously my base is running higher than UV. I feel like this should be a higher tier. I don't even know if that's possible to change the ultimate battery to a higher tier, but maybe like UEV kind of tier, I think, would make it relevant. Kind of halfway between this and the really ultimate, maybe. I don't know, just kind of randomly thinking of stuff here. But yeah, so the last bit we need for the Void Miner is those things. Oh my goodness. I have so many of the travel anchors. I hit the wrong spots. Well, that's weird. I feel like I had that bug that happened with the overlay again. Let me check this, because I know for sure. Did this dupe the... Oh, wait, let me see. This may have duped the... Yeah. There's that bug again. That with that overlay, like the one that pops up, I feel like that is duping stuff. If it shows like on like this, if I pull this out, like somehow without over, like I don't know, I can't even explain it, but I feel like if it's showing something on there, sometimes it dupes it. I don't know, because I ended up with an extra ultimate battery thing. Chuck that away. Void Miner. Yeah, because I definitely pulled this out and put it in the assembly line, and there was another one in there, so not sure. But we have the sensors, I think. Yeah, we have the sensors. I need motors. Might as well get some more motors. Just noticed that. And then the affinity plates is not too bad. Neutronium frame or drilling plant. Did I get another one of those? No, but we do have the recipe for it. Pretty easy. All right, so that's weird, right? It's not recognizing. Why isn't it recognizing that when the recipe is right there? Sometimes I don't understand why things happen with a... Sometimes it doesn't recognize that it can craft that up. Right? That's weird, right? Unless for some reason this recipe has some NBT issue. I don't know. Guess we'll craft that up and then... I guess I'll just switch this out for the one we just craft up here, and hopefully that'll work. I don't know. It worked originally. Like, I made the recipe, and then I used the recipe to craft up that, so, that's a bit weird. There's some weirdness happening in my Minecraft instance today. But, yeah, the issue we're running into right now is these things, because I used a bunch of this stuff to craft up the ultimate battery, Quadria, basically Nequadria. What else is this? That's okay, so that's weird as well. Maybe I need to reload this instance, because I feel like yeah, maybe it's like Ore Dictionary-ish, kind of messing stuff up. All right, see, now it's saying it can craft that. And is silver a thing? Yeah, now silver isn't an issue, so... All right, Nequadria is the issue. That is a lot of Nequadria. I don't produce it that fast. This will get better once we have the Void Miner up, because we will be getting Nequadria as a ore, because it generates in the deep dark. Maybe I should... Maybe I should go find one. Don't really want to go move the miner in the deep dark because that's a bit annoying. Yeah, let me cut here and we'll figure out the quadria. How do I want to do this? Oh, this redox thing. Completely unviable. Yeah, maybe I should. Anyway, one of the things I need to get that, but one of the reasons I want to get Vega B, which is I was working towards, is because it does also drop Quadria and Europium. Not that Europium's really that big of a deal, but and plutonium. I wonder if that 90 seconds. I don't know about that. That's going to be pretty slow. All right, I'm just kind of thinking here. Let me cut here and we'll come back when I get the Quadria that we need and those things crafted up. I think I may just go to the Deep Dark and see if I can find a Quadria vein. And once we get this Void Miner crafted up, hopefully we won't have to do that kind of stuff anymore. All right, I am back and I am still kind of waiting up on a Quadria. It is quite slow. So I have decided to do something else while that is working. So I'm not just kind of sitting around AFKing. And I've gone ahead and done some more of the Infinity stuff, and we're almost at everything that I have for the Infinity Breastplate here. So I've done all this stuff. The two things that I need is one is the Infinity Plates, so I need 21 Infinity Plates for that, and Sigil of Divinity, which is, holy cow, is that annoying. But I did a bit of automation, and what you're supposed to do with the blood magic thing is set up a alchemical, like one of those like rituals, and then you put in whichever of the things that you want, and it'll pull from the chest and put it in and then pull it back out and put it in the chest for you. But I didn't feel like setting up a whole nother ritual. That would just take so long. So I just did a little bit of Steve's Factory Manager. It's because I have fun with this mod. And basically just told it to pull the items from there, put them in here, pull out the other one and put it back in the chest. Unfortunately, since the way this is set up, like if you just pipe in everything, it's not going to go in the right spot, and it's going to cause issues, especially if you have stuff with, you look at the other is 2 feathers, and it does not handle that well at all. Like there's no way to tell this, I don't think, that it needs to put it in a certain slot. I don't think like I can do, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this thing is sided. It's purposely difficult to automate this with like filters and stuff, like Ender IO conduits. It's not, I don't think there is any way to like put a feather here and a feather here. I don't think this has anything to do with the sides. I didn't really try though, but yeah. So basically, I'm kind of just standing over it, and it's helping. It's definitely helping. This didn't take too long. This only took, 30 minutes or so to get this all set up. And most of them work. I think there's 3 of them that have duplicate stuff. Crystallos is another one, has 3 crushed ice, so I figured I could just do this and, just help it along as needed. So, like right now, it's only doing 1 at a time, so I just kind of, help it along. And then, it's just helping a little bit. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So we got that. The other thing that gets a little messed up, because I haven't spent a whole lot of time on this, is if you have multiple things in here. So if I wanted to craft up crystallos, and I want 76 crystallos is what you need. You need 76 to craft up all the blood diamond things that we need. So we need 76 of each of these components. So if I have multiple in here, it'll see that it has both, and it'll try putting both stuff in there, and it can get all clogged up. So basically, as we can see, I am just crafting up a whole bunch of the simple catalysts, and then I'll do each thing one at a time. So unfortunately, this isn't some awesome sort of automation. It would be much easier to automate this if I did the ritual, the blood magic ritual, to deal with alchemy stuff. I just didn't feel like doing that at this point of the pack. But anyway, just wanted to show what I am doing. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get the void miner crafted up today. I just don't have... I just got to wait for some resources to fill up, and I figured why not get something else done while I was waiting. But yeah, just have this going as well. I only have it set to 32x, so as we can see, it doesn't even need to be any faster than that. It's almost instantaneous. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, I can help it along. It's not fully automated, but you know, mostly automated. It pulls it out. It's just not super fast. I could speed it up a bit if I want. Like with this catalyst, I could just tell it to... I don't need like a specific amount, do I? It's just habit. So yeah. Alright, anyway, let me cut here and we'll come back in a little bit. And we're back. And I'm on the last bit here. So I just need to do 21 infinity plates. Looks like we have everything for that 40,000 neutrons. This is basically just diamonds, some stainless, and infinity catalyst dust. I mean, it's easy, just a lot of diamonds for infinity ingots. Let's turn this on. All right, we are at the fastest we can go. Let's just double check. 25 of 25, but this just goes so fast. We should be good. Yeah. Don't really have to worry about any instability because it just goes so quick. It doesn't even have time. Hello. Stuck there. So there is the Sigil of Divinity, probably the hardest part of the Infinity Armor to craft up. That sigil is something else. And just this back. There we go. All right, so Sigil of Divinity. Got that, and now we just need the plates, I think. Let me throw this back over here. I'll need it for a little while. All right, I think that is most of this. I think this has to be charged up, but I could be wrong. Oh, it's way down. No. There. All right, so life imbued. Ooh, I may need to charge this up. Probably need to charge it up. We'll see if that is. Yeah, the sigil and the robes of the stratosphere, these things are obnoxious just because it's so many different infusion recipes. So we need infusion for the Icorium, infusion for the thermostatic harness, infusion for these feather meshes. Well, not infusion, not for those. Infusion for the focus of uprising. You need that one, and then you need that one. So there's just a whole bunch of like infusion recipes in a row, which is a bit of a pain. Luckily, I did these focuses. I made 4 of each when I originally got the helm. All right, so there's that. See if I can figure this out. Oh, not even close. That's right. Something like that. Did I mess up? Right there. All right, and then we just need the infinity plates in here. Hopefully I got the right amount. That's 5, 10, 18, 21. Yep. All right, that's just going to take a little while, and I'm probably, why don't we just go fill this up. I am going to do a backup though, because this thing, oops. Yeah, that thing has crashed my world before. So let me do a backup, and we'll come back when this life imbued chestplate is full, and yeah, we'll get the infinity chestplate. All right, we're back, and yep, we are full. I got the infinity chestplate, or the infinity plates. Let's go ahead and put this in there, and hopefully get everything right. Something is incorrect. Let's see, what do we think it is? Maybe that needs to be full all the way. Let's try that. This takes a second as well, so. Yeah, let's really turned off the, there it is. Yeah, let me charge that one up, and I'll take a look and see if anything else. This one doesn't look like it needs to be full. And yeah, all right, yeah, let me fill that up, and we'll be right back. All right, I actually put it in this machine just so it was easier to see, since I can't see it charging in the charger thing, but let's pray that this does it. Ah, there we go. There we go, the infinity breastplate. The discount 20%, protection 16. Pretty cool. Man, that stuff. Something else. There we go. All right, so we have the infinity breastplate. I think, yeah, it does have creative flight. There we go. It's not quite as fast, I don't think, but yeah, I'll take it. Don't have to worry about any, don't have to worry about the having it charged up. So, all right, there we go. There is the infinity breastplate. 2 down and 2 more to go. Unfortunately, they are so much, it takes so much work to get those done, and I'm usually doing other stuff. So, it just takes me a while to get this done. But I need the void miner before we get the next part, because I'm pretty sure I don't have enough things. I think we're going for the boots next, the infinity boots. Yeah, boots of the horizontal shield. See, there is that annoying, what an annoying recipe. Lamp of growth we're gonna have to do, which arcane lamp needs that. And what else do we need? Arcane boar, which is just all random kind of pieces, and yeah, those infusion recipes are a bit annoying, but random compressed magnesium. Never used that before. Is this used in anything else? No, that's like it. And some decorated blocks. I hate items that have one like use. That drives me nuts, but yeah. All right. I think that's where we're going to go for next. And then, oh, the Sigil of Divinity. Holy cow, is that obnoxious. But, yeah. At least I got some of these recipes done that I didn't have before to make it a little bit easier. All right, but before we wrap up here, I did do another bee. Keep talking about bees. Hopefully the bees aren't too annoying, but it's pretty fun. I enjoy bees a lot, but I'm doing this Flux Queen, which is pretty easy to get. Empowering, transmuting, I had both of these already. I'm getting these pulsating meshes. And the reason I got this is because I saw that we're going to need lots and lots of ender pearls. So I think, let's do input bus. Yes. We can get rid of this small one. This is what I originally had the circuit in, but we don't need that anymore. We even have enough room for one more. No. Wow, I really don't have any room for channels over here. So I have replaced everything with one. Yeah. I don't think there's any other, well, I could get rid of these and replace them with like conveyor belts into a thing if I wanted to. I may just, well, all right, so these, like, I'm not doing solar panels right now. Why don't we just for, I need one channel. That's like all I need. All right, I'm just gonna break that for right now because I need this interface. Yeah. So obviously got to work out this room a little bit better than it is. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I need a circuit. I think it's, I want to say 5. I should probably look under Pearl. There we go. So pulsating mesh 5, yeah. So that'll go in there. Guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will equal an ender pearl. I don't know if I should do more. Like, would it be better to do maybe 25 equals 5 or... Yeah, how about we do that? 25 of these equal 5 ender pearls. It's just faster that way. I just kind of wanted to see how that works. All right, ender pearl. How about 40,000? I don't think I have enough for that. How about 20,000? I do have enough for that. 20,000 ender pearls. Just going to craft up. Using bees. See if that works. Should. Yep, there it goes. That's pretty funny. I enjoy that. Yeah, so make sure you got the big hatches, because that would be causing all sorts of issues. But all right, there we go. We're crafting up ender pearls. That's pretty funny. And like I said, the reason we did that is because we're gonna need, I forget how many it was, but this is for the really ultimate battery, and I don't think we're gonna be doing this anytime soon, but yeah, we need 66,000 ender pearls, 90,000 emeralds, 500,000 that, so yeah, pretty crazy craft here. This would probably be the most complicated craft. 80,000 indium is going to be an issue. 1.2 million platinum would be an issue. And Laptron dust is going to be an issue. I think we need something, a million something Laptron. Where are those Laptrons? Yeah, we need 98,000 Lapatron crystals. So, yeah, anyway. Hopefully one day we'll get that at also 71 million bytes. Wow, did it do that already? Holy cow. How many seconds was that? That was like... That was crazy. Ender Pearl. 8,000. That is laughably fast. Alright. So, yeah, pulsating meshes are pretty cool. Like I said, I'll just kind of let that run and get us some ender pearls. So we don't have to run the mob farm with endermen. I thought I was going to have to do that, but yeah. Alright, so next episode, I think we'll come back and we should have the Void Miner. I'm basically just waiting on the Quadria at this point. 689. I think, what did I need? 1,600, so yeah, it's a bit rough. Yeah, I still need 995. I'll just have to let this kind of run for a few hours, although... Can we get this from replicating? Autoclave it, that's not viable. And maybe I should just go... I was trying to avoid having to go move the miner. Yeah, there's no replicator recipe. I don't know. I'll have to think about this in between episodes. But anyway, got the Infinity Chestplate, and hopefully next episode we'll come back with the Void Miner and check out how that is done. Oh, one last thing before we wrap up. I have, speaking of replicating, I don't remember if I just pointed this out, but I set up a little thing here, basically for the Oganescent or whatever it's called. So the OG, we got that from the fusion reactor. I'm gonna replicate it though. Nah, one of these. So we can use it in the Void Miner. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna change at some point. We probably won't be able to replicate it, but yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to check it out. So anyway, that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for watching and have a good one.